This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrott, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
It's anarchy in the streets, I tell you. Welcome back.
Welcome to America in 2020.
That's right. Welcome to episode 4 of We Are the Night,
The
Batman podcast. I am Phil. Joining me as always by the other half of this dynamic duo. It is.
Hey y'all, it's Lil Hellfire. Justice for Anarchy is the title of this episode.
But yes, so if you didn't know, Detective Comics 608 and 609 will be covering the first appearance of Anarky. Oh, I'm old. I read these when they were brand new.
Big oof.
My old. Yeah, because these are, yes, 1989.
Means I was reading it in the middle of the 90s.
Yeah, this is around when I started reading Batman, around that first movie, the Michael Keaton movie.
Yep. I like the letter to the editor, though. That's hilarious.
I know, that's awesome. But yeah. I was gonna say it reminded me when we said we are the Batman podcast. When I sent in my feedback for Into the Night, they were covering Moon Knight 17 this last time. Written by Doug Mensch,
Mick!
The big criminal mastermind who you really don't see except in flashback is named Nimrod Strange. And I forget. I don't know if Doug Mensch just forgot what he was writing, but by page 4, there's a panel where he calls him Hugo Strange.
Basically.
He literally calls him. He has someone call him Hugo Strange, and I'm just like, oh boy. And then
send in the lawyers.
Yeah, and then the Moon Knight's fighting this assassin who has a sight over one eye and a gun strapped to his wrist.
Send in the lawyers.
I was like, boy, Ray, this guy's a dead shot. And I forget in my feedback, I said Batman, I forget how many times, and he just bleeped it every time. I'm just like, this is such a beep story. You think I have swear like a sailor? He's just like, because even his guest said something, made the comparisons to Batman. So he's like, my guest said the B word. I can't. I bleeped you every time you said it in the feedback, which was a lot. I'm like, I know. Oh, Ray, you should send me feedback and compare him to Moon Knight, and I'll bleep you.
That'd be hilarious.
I told him, we're gonna get a rivalry going. But yeah, no feedback.
Anything for views.
Yeah, no
clicks and listens.
No feedback from Ray. He's supposedly sending, but the Australian Wi-Fi. So maybe next episode we'll include his thoughts.
The koalas got to him, guys.
I see. Right. I'd really love to hear his feedback on his thoughts on Anarky. Whoa.
Who do you think Anarky would be comparable to in the Moon Gallery, Rogues Gallery?
Anarky. I don't know if he has any teenage sidekicks or teenage villains. I don't know. His Midnight, remember Jeff Wild from Round Robin, the Sidekicks Revenge?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, not a complete comparison because he was trying to be Moon Knight's sidekick. He had been the son of one of his villains who died, and I don't know. Again, Moon Knight doesn't have anywhere near the rogues gallery that Batman does.
Or anybody, really. It's pretty small.
What the F?
Which I kind of like, I think that's why they had to have him kind of branch out and do those crossovers and things. And that's fun because I think Moon Knight does bring a different perspective because he's just so far outside the main universe,
Nobody wants to be a Moon Knight rogue, man. They're going to get their face chopped off.
Exactly. He don't play no games. But on to Batman, because this is the Batman podcast.
That's right. This is the Batman podcast.
Let's get started with 608 Detective Comics 608.
Yep.
Letter to the editors, part 1. And this is kind of apropos. Very I feel like maybe a little bit of Joker War got a little inspiration from it. Maybe, I don't know, but it's been an overarching theme that a lot of people have glossed over about how crappy Gotham is and why Batman really isn't the answer to Gotham's problems. Like that, I think a lot of people shied away from that. I'd say like in the New 52 for sure.
Oh yeah,
they really started shying away from that.
But yeah, I mean, this another Alan Grant and Norm Brayfogle classic. Yeah, these letters to the editor. Oh, the newspaper is dated Thursday, September 1st, 1989. Yeah, people are complaining about the noisy, heavy rock music venue. Pollution and
every era has to have one. Either it's heavy metal or it's rap music.
Yep. Pollution, and then the letter's obscured, but it looks like somebody's complaining about their dog getting abducted by aliens. Lilith.
It's possible.
Lilith.
I'm on it. You said dogs, I'm there. Send Ace the Bat Hound undercover.
Oh my lord. Yes.
So this is very punk, very the aesthetic's very punk, man on the street kind of vibes.
Yeah, it opens up the heavy club. I guess tonight it's Dog Star and Solid Blood.
As you do.
And then somebody's selling speed in the alley.
Hey kids, you want to buy some candy?
You want some
nose candy?
Oh my lord. Want some speed, or would you rather crank it?
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Choke that chicken!
So this whole drug deal's going down until Batman just like swoops down in the alley. Oh heck, Batman. Oh no. Oh heck, the Batman.
Exactly. The Batman. They know what's up.
We all time. Strictly little fish. Way too small for a major dude like you. Wrong. No crime is too small for me, especially not one that involves this.
Well, why don't you crack the heads of the pharmaceutical companies, huh? How about that? Maybe people wouldn't have to self-medicate with illegal, poorly made drugs. You ever think about that?
It's 89. They remember war on drugs.
Well, guess what, guys? America lost.
I love this guy. Batman just like smacks the drugs out of his hand. He's like, "Hey, that's hard cash,
man. Drugs.
That's hard cash, man." And then this idiot thinks he's gonna get Batman with a switchblade. You gonna bleed for that?
Well, if he cut him on his face, it is exposed.
And Batman literally calls him stupid as he kicks it out of his hand.
Gotta get a gun. Aim for the head.
Kids told for their youth, lost before they ever had a chance. Nothing I can do to change them. I can only punish, knowing that they'll never.
See, this is the wrong approach. This is what I mean. I really do feel like every era of Batman writers kind of go, I don't know whether intentional or not, with the era's policies about certain things. And it's kind of a shame. He should be the counteractive agent to whatever that philosophy is, because obviously it's not working. But I digress.
I mean, I
have a lot of thoughts about these issues.
I mean, I don't think it's intentional, but do you think that's kind of realistic, Batman's take? Just because he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, and he doesn't have
He's not a man on the streets. That's the only thing that I will say about Joker War. I really like the philosophy behind the Joker War. The execution was a little off, but I like the philosophy of where it's going. And I'm definitely curious to see how they use that in the punchline stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like, well, obviously this isn't working, and you dressing up like a bat has actually made the city worse. So let's stop stroking your ego and really get to the root of things.
Oh.
Just saying.
But yeah, the drug dealers get taken away, and he's on the roof of the heavy club. What a strange way!
It's so loud, and I'm so old.
What a strange way to run your life, getting high or low, then knocking yourself dead with a full-scale sonic assault.
Yeah, he sounds like an old man. Get off my lawn.
I know.
Definitely needs a Robin to ground him in this story.
But yeah, the lead singer of Solid Blood, Johnny Vomit. He chose.
That sounds like Constantine's alias.
I know, he chose his name well. So yeah, Batman's like in the rafters of the club.
He didn't pay a cover. See, he's a sleaze.
How do you think you stay rich? Well,
Exactly. Steal from the poor.
don't pay for anything.
Maybe $750 in taxes. Maybe.
And then we see Anarky out in the street. 70 years ago, Scudder Clace of Friendship, Tennessee, wrote a book called Universe. In it, old Scudder attempted the impossible to unify all knowledge. He made it a brave stab, showing how gravity works, making Einstein's theory actually intelligible.
Proving that the Constitution is right. Okay. And democracy is right, and all other forms of government are wrong. This is as American as American can get. America. Eagle talons. Yeah.
America. Using simple and easy physics, he solved the problems of age, sex, life, death, immortality, good, evil, and
he was secretly Aleister Crowley, or like what?
What's the problem? There's no problem with sex.
Well,
just the
hopefully if you're doing it right, it's not.
That's like that. What's that old joke? Do you smoke after sex? Well, if you do, you're doing it wrong.
Hey, is your refrigerator running? Better go catch it. We're gonna get canceled for bad puns and jokes and dad jokes.
Rob, I don't think we said anything bad. No, it's just the bad puns.
It's just the bad puns. You're out of here.
You're through.
Nobody tell Rob. So what is the secret of the universe? We shall find out.
But 18 publishers rejected it. Oh, yes. There was only one nugget in the track. He found the secret.
If somebody would have just sponsored Hitler's freaking art scholarship, we wouldn't have the history that we have. I'm just saying. Support the arts. That's the moral of this story.
I just complimented his paintings. So Solid Blood wraps up. And then, Batman says he's sticking around because I guess, Johnny Vomit is a drug dealer.
You don't say. Get out of town. Shut the front door. I would have never guessed.
Yeah, these three guys in suits come in, Larry, Moe, and Joe.
Oh, they could have at least did Shim. They didn't want to do Curly.
Well, no, Curly Joe. Get it?
Oh, true.
But yeah, Johnny Vomit's tells his bandmates, we're going to go in the back. I'm going to talk to my agents. Who cares?
These guys have agents? Yikes.
Did you bring the message from our mutual friend in London? It is
Constantine, just saying.
But yeah, I guess his guitar opens up. Yeah, pulls out a bag of drugs. You got my message?
Oh, I was expecting it to be a gun, like old school. You pull out the guitar case and it's a gun.
You got my message right here as he pulls out the drugs. They pull out the money. Batman comes right through the ceiling.
Somebody squealed.
Nobody got my message.
Oh, God. This is hilarious.
Batman just takes them down.
Punch after punch after punch.
Yep. 3-on-1. Same odds as outside. Differences. These creeps know what they're doing. One of the thugs hits Batman with the guitar.
Oh, perfectly. Ruined a perfectly guitar.
They know enough to follow through, make it count, to make it hurt. With them, I can take the gloves off.
Okay, pal. Fun time's over. The old man's here. Turn your music down.
Scary word bubble. Okay, pal.
Exactly. I mean business.
Johnny Vomit runs outside with the money and the drugs and runs into Anarky. As he's thinking about the secret of the universe is the common man is always right. That's it. The secret of the universe. The common man is always right.
At least half of them aren't. If living in America has taught me anything, at least half of the common people are always wrong.
The voice of the people is the voice of God.
He just needs a Guy Fawkes mask, and that's all they have to do to update this character.
Seriously. He's like, hey, Johnny Vomit, didn't expect to meet you here. You know me? What's going on? Who are you? I'm a fan. Say, what's that you got there? He sees the drugs and the money. What's that? Better let me see as he zaps him with I guess he has a taser in his cane.
As you do. I mean, that's the most accessible weapon. That and bear spray.
Not nice at all. You're a man with responsibilities. Your fans look up to you. They listen to you. They copy you. And now you betray them? Cannibal music's one thing, but heroin?
Dang. His line of morality is super thin.
No, please, I can explain, no doubt. Just tell me this. Why, Vomit? Why call yourself Vomit? I don't know. Guess I kind of liked it. Anarky. Yes, it fits. The voice of the people is the voice of God, and we're better to hear that voice than through the columns of the people's paper. Yes, because supposedly Dave Strang wrote it, complained about this club.
This one's for you.
Yes, he leaves Johnny Vomit in the alley after spray painting the Anarky sign and painting.
I love how the cops are like, looks like you got competition tonight, Batman.
Usually don't spray paint the walls, see? Unconscious, electrocuted by the looks of him. But yeah, they say ambulance is on the way. His attacker left a note, and the article he clipped out of the paper. It's a letter of complaint about the Heavy Club.
I love how it's just some random cop, too, by the way, guys.
I know. You really look at in there in the shadow, you really can't even see his face. And he sees the Anarky sign. Who'd you reckon? Dr. Fate, maybe? That's black magic stuff, ain't it? Far from it. It's a political statement, or rather an anti-political statement. The symbol for anarchy.
It's better to be a nihilist, I like to say. Anarchy seems like too much work. First, you gotta take down the government. They gotta care enough not to, like, care. Like, just be a nihilist. Nothing matters.
Yeah. I love how, like, the cops always think Batman's gonna, like, stay behind and give them details. He's like, get it from the 3 thugs I left in the club.
I know, right? He's got other kids to beat up.
I'm gonna see if a certain Mr. Strang overstepped the mark with his complaints. Oh, Lord. But then we see Anarky on to the next letter.
Betty Turpin. Yikes.
Yes, she wrote to protest against pollution. Our water, oh Lord, our water, so precious, so necessary, is being poisoned. Well,
it's been poisoned since the day Gotham was founded. Hashtag fight me.
Don't eat the fish.
just buy a stuffed one at the aquarium. The city gets a nickel, I hear.
I've heard them, and when the people cry out, their champion answers, thinks Anarky.
What the hell?
So yeah,
what the F?
He goes into the Bates Chemical Incorporated factory.
What the F?
Yeah, one of the guard tries to stop him. He knocks him out with some gas.
Ooh, he's got a little bomb with the Anarky symbol on it. Talk about lo-fi, guys.
He knows how to brand. When we find out his identity, it makes sense, okay?
Yes.
Victim
Anarky is very appealing to a certain demographic at a certain time.
Exactly. I love this. Who do you think you are, pal? Halloween ain't for a month. Running dog Lackey of the
It's Gotham. Every day is Halloween. Where you been, pal?
Running dog Lackey of the capitalist conspiracy, victim of socio-economic forces beyond your control. Whatever, sleep it off.
Seems like somebody was reading some Karl Marx. Like, hey, let's make a character.
Exactly. So yeah, so Batman goes to see Dave Strang, who left his address, but turns out it's an old woman.
Of course it is.
Well, she's like,
look at Batman. He's like, oh, did I disturb you?
No. Well, she's like, she tried to use a tough name in case the punks, maybe to discourage the thugs from coming to threaten her or whatever.
Oh, it's Gotham. They'll beat up an old lady for the last freaking marble rye.
Yep.
I was expecting a Seinfeld sting, but that's fine. I said a marble rye.
Sorry. But yeah, she said she tried to pick a tough name like Dave Strang. Tough as they come, ma'am. I guess I don't have to ask if you electrocuted Johnny Vomit in the alley a half hour.
Plot twist, she's really Granny Goodness in disguise.
I love
Wait, that comes later. Sorry.
I love how she's like, no, but if you're looking for someone to do that sort of thing. Well, I wouldn't shirk it. There's a lot of crime and evil out there in the city of ours. And if electrocution's what it takes, jeez. And Batman's like, no. Batman's just like, I'll let you know. And he's going out the window. Sorry to bother you. That's all right.
Who is this? Catwoman's grandma? If you're into that kind of thing, I'm not here to kink shame. Eyebrows.
That's all right, young man. Just you keep up the good work.
Rooftop, staring across the cityscape. Check.
With that green cities. Check. Oh, yes. So back to the Bates chemical plant. It says admiral capacity.
Because it couldn't be Ace, right?
No,
2 on the nose.
I think. Or did they name the one in the chemical syndicate? God, how many chemical plants does Gotham have?
So many.
That's our leading export. He's known for his hard work and his insatiable greed, and total lack of concern for the environment. The man the common people do not like. So he gets zapped. Mr. Bates fouls the water, does not care as long as he's in profit. Mr. Bates is going to learn the air of his. So he doesn't care about people, the environment, just his money. Okay.
Money.
Can we make it run for president in 2024?
Or every president ever, with few exceptions.
So I love Anarky blasts him, then dumps the toxic waste on his desk, and goes to set up a camera. Then we see
Let that be a lesson to others. See.
Then we see Batman.
Look at the Bat Lambo, by the way.
I know, I love that. I love that car. Yeah, he's driving home at the end of the night. As always, the night ends too soon. Johnny Vomit.
Gotham Bay Bridge, next right.
Johnny Vomit will be lucky to wake up at all. His heart gave out twice on the operating table. See, kids don't do drugs. He's still unconscious. No leads on his mystery assailant. But I've got a gut feeling I haven't heard the last of him. Duh.
Morning in Gotham.
Yes, we see. Yeah, as Bruce is coming home to Alfred. I thought you weren't supposed to wear the costume up in the house. Anyway.
Right.
And then we see a young man coming home after delivering the morning papers.
Damn, that breakfast looks good, bro.
Got
some eggs, got some bacon, just need some pancakes.
Bruce gets some coffee. But yeah, the news is on in both houses, and
oddly enough, both TVs look about the same quality. Just gonna throw that out there.
The 90s, man, they're all boxy.
And also on the newspaper at the kids' house, vicious assault on Rockstar Junkie.
Yep. So. But yeah, the news is talking about chemical magnate Warren Bates was found unconscious and dying at his Riverside factory. Mr. Bates is now at Gotham Hospital, where first reports suggest he had been poisoned, although the actual toxic agent is yet unknown. Police discovered the unconscious security guard. Nothing is believed to have been stolen. Also found the factor was a package addressed to this television company. The videotape it contained had been viewed by the police, who have authorized us to broadcast it.
VHS is superior.
I love it how it's someone in a mask, but they're hoping someone will recognize who it is.
Yeah, you can't recognize Batman's chin or Clark Kent without glasses.
I mean,
not a chance.
Face mask, I know.
Not a chance.
Oh, but then at the other house, we see the father wake up. Sorry, I was bushed.
Red herring.
Yeah. Had to sleep in late. He was bushed.
I bet. A little rumpy pumpy.
Hell.
Rumpy pumpy.
Anyway, so yeah, because yes, his son Lonnie's like, aren't you going to stay and watch the news? It looks interesting.
He just wanted his father's attention, guys. It was a cry for help.
Dad, aren't you proud of my Anarky? Viewers of a nervous disposition are warned that they may find the following scene upsetting. And the dad's like, oh, yeah, no. Dad's like, yeah, no time, pal. Catch you later.
Catch you.
Almost like he knew what was in there. But yeah, it's a message from Anarky. Greetings, Gotham. My name is Anarky.
Ooh, look at that 360 potato quality.
I believe in the absolute freedom of the individual. I believe the prison order must be abolished. I believe the voice of the people must be heard, listened to, and obeyed. As Bruce is thinking, he could be anyone behind that mask. The voice, though, heavily muffled, but there's something about it. But yeah, he's
Really, Bruce? Go get your eyebrows plucked, bro.
ill. But yeah, Anarky saying how earlier tonight he caught and punished a drug dealer.
A man who peddled death to those who trusted and loved him. He will not do it again.
I don't know
He
about
shan't be doing it again, my lady.
fancy. Now I'm about to punish another. Mr. Bates has spent 20 years discharging poisons into the Gotham River.
Boing.
His gain in the form of wealth has been matched by the environment's laws.
Preach. Speak on it. Speak on it.
He says he asked him for if he has a defense. You're crazy. All our emissions meet the government standards.
Uh-huh.
The waste we put out is as pure as it can get. Oh, jeez.
Yikes.
Pure, Mr. Bates. Would you care to put that to the test as he shoves his face into a bucket of the toxic sludge?
Don't be stupid. You can't. Well, he did. You can't do that on TV.
Can't do that on television. Still think it's pure, Mr. Bates?
Jokes for Charlie Esser. Jokes for Charlie
Exactly. Him and his love of moose. Anyway, while Mr. Bates enjoys his purity, I would like to extend this warning to the whole city. You are either part of the solution or part of the problem. Look into your own hearts. Decide which you are and choose well. For if you are an enemy of the people, Anarky will seek you out.
Anarky with a K. Yeah. Woo!
How punk is that? Seek you out and destroy you.
If you recognize this person or can assist the police in any way, call this number without delay. Snitches get stitches, y'all, especially in Gotham. That's all I'm saying.
Seriously. And the drug dealer he was referring to is Johnny Vomit.
Really, sir?
Is that supposed to be Johnny Vomit instead of like Johnny Rotten or something?
Yes, I believe that. But I wouldn't pass Johnny Rotten to be a drug dealer, but
Just the name they was looking
Yeah.
for him to use, yeah. A kindred spirit, Alfred says. Someone who will find a lot of support in this city. Not from me.
duh.
His cause may be just, but his methods certainly aren't. And Alfred's even like, really, sir?
He's like, it's a hard world indeed, sir. And I was like, burn. Alfred is tired of your shenanigans. He's like, can't you just retire the cow and settle down with Selena and give me some grandkids? Because, yeah, Alfred's Batman's dad. # blame me.
I know. My own methods aren't always legal either. But
Not legal at all because you're a vigilante and that by itself is illegal, but fine.
I only use violence when absolutely necessary, not as a form of...
So every night is necessary to use violence? Because you're out there beating up people, Bruce. Just being devil's advocate. I'm just being the devil's advocate, although the devil never needs an advocate, just saying.
Fact is, no man can be allowed to set himself up as judge, jury, and executioner. So I may sympathize.
So we're going to hold up a mirror to Bruce, or...
Burn. You know what yeah, hold up a mirror. I may sympathize with this anarchy's ends, but I'm duty-bound to use every power at my disposal to prevent him from carrying them out.
Except for your wealth and actually doing good for the city and kicking out all the corrupt people. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to let it go. # not bitter.
But then, yeah, Batman asks if the papers came yet, and Alfred said, in the study, although I've already prepared a summary of the major news events for you. Later, I want to consult with the letter column first.
And then the funny, sir? Alfred.
I know. But yeah, Bruce is like, Alfred left that drugs protest from yesterday's Times in Johnny Vomit's pocket, and I remember there was a pollution letter in the same issue. Most lawbreakers stay true to form. Odds are he'll use the letter columns again. This time, with a little luck, he'll find the Batman waiting. As we see...
Top Bankers Summit.
The dictator's civic reception.
Next issue. Direct action, you say?
Action.
Exactly.
All right, so that's 608. Now on to 609.
Not to be confused with 69, but close enough. I'll allow it. Take a drink, future love. I'll allow it.
There's a 6 and a 9 in there.
609, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'll take it. Guess what, guys? There's a new vigilante in town. And it's not a bird or a bat themed one either.
His name is Anarky. So basically, yeah, the first page is Bruce standing outside the construction site for this new bank.
Good old Matches Malone.
Basically, well, no, he's dressed as Bruce, but yeah, he's basically
No,
summarizing.
I know. I'm just saying it would have been better.
Summarizing in his head as they're about to like unveil the plaque, which has been defaced by Anarky.
Oh, clutches pearls.
It almost seems like a 66. It's like, oh, get to the phone, Gordon on that red phone. But yes, part 2, facts about bats. Because look, we actually get some bat facts.
Nocturnal quadruped mammal flying by means of a membrane stitched between the forelimbs. A yoink yoink.
Are you yanking? The vampire bat has 3 sets of self-sharpening teeth. Often rabid, its only sustenance is blood.
Oh, bat's blood is potent ingredient in many black magic rites. Its sale is banned in Gotham City.
I wonder who set that up. Almost alone among nations, the Chinese consider the bat to be lucky. To everyone else, the bat is a symbol of evil.
Oh man, if this isn't apropos for 2020, man.
Oh yeah, don't be eating that bat.
Look at the bat ring, the Batman ring.
I know, man. Because
did the Flash give him that? Does his suit come flying out of that secretly?
Look at this kid wearing a Batman shirt. Yeah.
Merch, get your merch.
But yeah, because we see the high school biology class that was driving me bad.
Don't knock him, Spider.
Oh
That's
God,
way cool.
Burn! I was gonna say, did you see what they did? They're reading about bats. That was driving me batty.
Get out.
Now, Grant. So yeah, we see Lonnie talking to his friends. What do you say? Moving to pizza, blah blah blah.
Remember when going to Blockbuster and ordering freaking Pizza Hut pizza was the thing to do? I do, because I'm a 90s kid.
Buy some candy at Blockbuster, yeah. And Lonnie's like, I don't know.
Well, that's too rich for my blood. We went to the dollar store in my household.
Oh man, we had like a second run movie theater. I mean, it was a little bit of a drive, but like there was like a grocery store in the same shopping center. Man, we go over like just pound candy into our pocket. I did trench coat that, man. I was candy and soda in my pocket.
The movie coat.
Either that or you go to the drive-in and you know, they used to charge by card, then they started charging by the person. So we'd like load a bunch of people in the trunk. Hey, the stupid drive-in, they never asked.
They never checked the trunk?
I was gonna say, no, the stupid drive-in, they never asked, oh, there's 2 people in the car, but you got like 6 chairs in the back there.
Blanket over, it'll be all right.
Hell. But yeah, Lonnie says he's planning on doing some homework.
Lame. This Lonnie kid seems pretty lame. Am I right, guys?
So when do you do homework? You're a straight A student. You learn more in break than
straight A student.
Oh, get it? Well, I guess if my mom says it's okay. Oh no, it's junior high. It wasn't even high school. It's junior high.
Oh, so is that 7th through 9th grade? I forget how, because I know middle school is specifically 6 through 8, but I think junior high is like 7 through 9 or something like that.
It's so
depending
weird.
On your location.
Yeah, because I know when I went, it was like 7 through 9, but now I think in Lucas district it's like 5 through 8.
Oh, okay. Education in America.
But yeah, then we see the homeless guys complaining to the guards at the bank.
You would think the homeless people would just move from Gotham because they're the first people to get tested on. I'm just saying.
What happened to the big plaque? Wouldn't have anything to do with that Anarky guy, would it? Like he vandalized it? And Bruce is just looking at them. The one guy has no legs. Wait a minute. These two? Not in 1,000 years, but it looks like they've been swayed by his preachings now. Go on, you parasites.
Red spray paint.
We don't want your offices here. We want someplace to live. This cop. Yeah, see? The bank bought this land. It's their property. They can do whatever they want. No, why don't you scram for I forget the fact you lost your legs and lock you up anyway? Lost them. I know.
Bruce, this is your call. Fix Cardboard City, make them cheap, affordable, tiny housing. Just saying. There's a lot more things you could be doing than dressing up as a bat, Bruce.
I know. Bruce is just. I love how
It just frustrates me now as an adult.
I love how Bruce is like telling the cop, he's like, yeah, he's like, they're volatile, but maybe a little truth in what they said. The city would have earned itself less money, but a lot more goodwill if they'd sold the land for low rent housing.
You could have done it, Bruce.
Yeah, why don't you start the ball rolling, Bruce?
Jeez.
Burn.
Yeah.
This is why Stark Industries is worth more than Wayne Enterprises. This is all I'm saying.
Burn.
At least Tony has a care about his damn company and family name.
Yeah. Take it up with your councilman, buddy.
All right, folks, show's over. Let's break it up here.
Bruce felt guilty for 2 seconds, then he jumps in his limo to go to the office.
Classic rich liberal. Just saying.
Then we see the dad from before looking at a program about Batman.
Red herring.
Man is obsessive. Yeah, no normal person could devote his life so single-mindedly to the pursuit of anything, let alone an abstract concept like justice. He's not mad. Far from it. Are you sure? He knows exactly what he's doing and why he's doing it. He hates crime with a passion. Last year alone, guesstimating from released police figures, he was responsible for nearly 500 arrests.
That wouldn't possibly stick in legal court, but okay.
I was going to say, is that it? I thought he could do at least half of that just from all the time the Joker escaped.
Oh, just time out. I just love in Punchline how they're like, we'll let the Joker out, but you're going to get the death penalty. I'm like, wait a minute. Gotham has capital punishment? Really?
All of a sudden.
Right? For a girl? Just saying. Harley Quinn didn't even get that treatment? Okay.
It's just like, wait a minute. So the Joker's too insane to stand trial for his crimes. But
so we kill him. Stop wasting taxpayers' money.
But his acolyte is fit to stand trial? Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Like you said, like the woman. Okay.
Gotham, make it make sense.
He will certainly come after me, whatever his sympathies, whether he thinks my cause is just or not. He will come after me. In his eyes, I am a criminal. Not logical, really. In his eyes, even he must be a criminal. But that won't stop.
No. Bruce is kind of self-centered and arrogant and egotistical.
But that won't stop him coming. Like his namesake back, he will home in on his prey, unless Anarky can surprise him.
Anarky!
So yeah, the dad was looking at it at work. One of his.
I'm gonna be honest. When Anarky showed up in Green Arrow, I was like, truly, this is Green Batman. Because, like, goodness, you even took Anarky.
I know.
God.
But yeah, this guy's looking at it on the computer, and his coworker's like, "You want to get a drink?" No, I got too much to do. Don't stay late. You only curse the tax man.
Hardly dark and the signal's up.
Gordon, commissioner, he sneaks up on him every time. You get me every time.
Sorry.
How can I help you? Worried about anarchy on the streets?
And then some.
Yeah, but if Zemo runs true, he's got 2 events to choose from. The reception for Colonel Manyanu over at the Gotham Halton.
Couldn't get that sponsorship, I see.
Or the Euro US banquet at the Lux. From what Anarky said, either would make a prime target. We have the FBI working with the US at the...
Hey, it's the Lux. Like on that TV show, Lucifer.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the FBI's helping Gotham cops at Manyanu's reception, but Gordon, no offense.
Like, I doubt you could get into that. But Batman could.
I'm impressed. I wouldn't bet on it. But meanwhile,
Bruce Wayne,
the Lux, he doesn't have that many cops. He doesn't have many cops left to sit on the Lux. Funny, we live in the world's biggest democracy and we pay our taxes to keep a dictator safe.
Boom! Truth bomb. Does it hurt? Does it hurt, guys?
2020. I don't understand. Guess that's why I was never a diplomat.
Roxanne,
There's
you
no
don't have to put your red dress on tonight. Oh, sorry.
damn. But yeah, it's like no guarantee Anarchy will show up at both, but just in case, could you keep an eye on the Lux as he sees Batman's gone?
As usual.
And oh look, there's Batman swinging by the Gotham Insurance Company.
They stopped giving out policies ages ago.
Yes, as the guy's like, "Oh, I'm staying at the office for a while, honey. Will you and Lonnie be okay?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, he's out with his friends." "Are you all right? You sound, I don't know, strained or something." "I'm fine. Still a little bushed. I better go. I have some work to catch up on and some serious thinking to do."
Look at this creepy looking little gargoyle on top of this building.
Almost looks like Etrigan.
Subliminal.
Who Batman and
I like how he's like, I just spend a lot of my life just waiting.
He's just laying on that gargoyle. Waiting for the night. Waiting for tonight.
Exactly. Somebody get Jennifer Lopez on the phone.
The right creep to show in the wrong place.
For the right time and the right price. I mean, never mind. He's not Catwoman.
I don't know how he's bored. Look, there's a muggy in the alley. It's Gotham. There's something
he
going on.
ain't got time for that.
There's a crime going on in every alley. How can he be bored?
Exactly. Heaven forbid somebody's pearl spill all over the street. He'll lose his stuff, guys. He'll be triggered.
He just like swoops down and like
Look at this guy.
lands on the mugger.
Call it in. My pleasure.
Oh, he gives Batman the thumbs up and is all like,
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
the essence of anarchy is constant surprise.
Oh, we got the Guy Fawkes' mask. There we go. It's a movement. It's truly a movement.
Oh yeah. Spontaneity. Leotez knew and all those other old Chinese guys. So how come we all forgot along the way? How come you could be wise once upon a time and 2,000 years later you're ignorant as a pig? Technology, bro.
Exactly.
Doesn't really matter. The dinosaurs are dead, only they don't know it yet. They need someone like Anarchy to bring home the news. The Dark Ages are passing, and their heroes will pass with them. The city needs a new breed of hero. The night needs a new kind of monster. Anarchy.
Well, it's the perfect place. It's Gotham.
So we see the homeless guys camped out in front of that construction site again. Anarchy shows up after he paints his symbol on a bulldozer. Hey, fellow.
Apropos.
Hey, fellow.
Down
Americans.
with civilization.
Oh, yeah, because he's standing. Hey, fellow Americans. So this is it, hey? He's like basically just saying, oh, this is it? You're just going to sit here and cry and drink your booze?
I mean, there's worse ways to spend a night.
I know. Booze this ain't. More like gasoline. The bank owns the land. They got the law on their side. Whose law? The law of the people? No, because you are the people. The law of the rich and powerful, laws they made to keep the people in their place. All the same, we can't break it. We go to jail. You can't buck that, pal, for all your mass and fancy talk. He goes, no, just watch me as he hot wires that bulldozer. This Batman's still sitting there bored. You can't just lie
Who do
down.
you think Lamson Construction was a shout out to? The only person I can really think of, but he's a Marvel guy. Les Lamson.
I don't know. Unless it's just
Might have
somebody,
done some DC work, but I know him more for Marvel.
could just be someone's family or friend. I don't know.
True.
You have to hit back where it hurts, and their dignity, their pompous pride, in their pockets. Because Anarchy just drives through that fence. Batman's swinging down. Yeah, the homeless guy.
Bro, the cape's too long. If I had to give him one critique, the cape's too long.
They were doing it. McFarlane started that trend.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know.
But as the Incredibles say, no capes!
This was prime time for big capes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty damn big.
Look how
I
big
guess
it
it's
is.
for dramatic flair.
Look how big it is.
It's a very long cape.
Because I know Lilith likes it long.
But yeah, so the The homeless guys are tearing apart the construction site as Anarchy's just like driving through stuff with that bulldozer. His madness is spreading. Have to hand it to him. He suckered me nicely. It never occurred to me he'd make his play here. Look out, it's the bat. Ah! As Anarky sees him, he's like, you shouldn't be here. Maybe the whispers are true. Maybe he's more than a man. Maybe there is something of the supernatural in him. And the line creeps, he tackles him.
Yikes.
He tackles him, and he's like, strange, hardly any weight in his body. Clue. As he rips off that Guy Fawkes mask, let's just see who you really are. And there's no face. No face.
Hilarious.
He zaps Batman.
How do you like it? How does it feel, Batman? You touch somebody's mask, you get a little shock. How does it feel?
Oh!
burn.
No, nothing supernatural. Just the man after all. So, he's beaten Batman.
He's beat the Batman. The Batman.
It's not over yet. He comes at him with a metal pole. And the homeless guys are like punching him while he's down.
Oh my god. He goes racing towards freaking Batman on his little scooter board thing.
I know. Come on, you guys. You can't leave this to a guy who can't run away. Yeah, Anarky runs away while they
We're with you, legs. Burn.
Anarky runs away while the homeless guys are just pounding on Batman. Boots, fists, teeth in my leg.
Now this is really truly a taste of Gotham.
I know. Curl, unwind. He just like knocks them all off him. No point wasting time on them. Anarky is the one I want. He follows him to the Gotham Insurance Company.
Bro, boots, fists, teeth in my legs. Holy crap.
A little Hellfire Saturday night.
Allegedly.
Hey-oh. So yeah, Anarky runs to the Gotham Insurance Company. Batman's like right behind him. There's the doorman. You see anyone come in here? No, it's down the hall for coffee. Only gone a couple of minutes. But it's Dunkin'. You want some?
Better not be Tim Hortons or Starbucks. We're gonna have a problem.
Listen to Capes and Lunatics 183 for that joke. So Batman
Or follow Lilith Hellfire on her personal social media
on her
for wholesome opinions, wholesome controversial opinions.
On her TikTok with the other teenagers.
I'm 12 when you need me to be 12. Ugh, you couldn't pay me to be 13 in freaking 2020.
Oh yeah, no. Couldn't pay me to be single in 2020. So yeah, Batman races in, sees that guy from this morning, the dad. You found me then. I give up and look at that trail on the ground. Give what up? I'm Anarky. Arrest me. Look, I got the fouls on you. Here's my cloak for Pete's sake. Batman runs to a closet. Save it. Come on out, kid. Thanks, Dad, but I told you can never fool the Batman. As he passes out. Batman tells him call an ambulance. I knew he was a kid as soon as I hit him. No resistance to the blow. He's lucky. I'm lucky. I could have killed him. So yeah, Batman almost killed a kid. Shut up, Ray.
You're his father? You knew?
But yeah. No, not till last night. I picked up one of his computer tapes by accident.
Ooh, this feels bad, man.
That's everything. All his plans, his beliefs,
Computer tapes.
even an analysis of you and the way you work. Then I heard on the news this morning that some costume criminal called Anarky had actually struck. I didn't know what to do. I was going to talk to him. I couldn't turn him in, though. He's my son, not my son. Pity you had it. Might have saved us a lot.
That's the question as a parent. Do you turn your kid in?
Yeah. I love. Oh, look, Lonnie's awake and painting something. Then the issue ends with Batman talking to Gordon on the roof. Taser, gas bombs, and a 12-year-old kid made them at school. My God, what are they teaching them nowadays? He's a straight-A student, Jim. Cocky, confident. Thought he knew all the answers. Had to do it his way. Yet I can't help but admire him. And Gordon, you're not thinking as we get that
No, I'm not thinking.
floating head
Guilty head.
of Jason Todd guilt. No, I'm not thinking. Still, you can't feel guilty. If you hadn't run him in, there's no saying how many more people would have ended up hurt. But hurting wasn't really his thing, really. He only wanted to set the world straight, and I can't find it in my heart to blame him for that.
He's got a freaking anarchy symbol.
Yeah,
on
actually
his cape.
takes off. And
A kick me note.
Bonnie painted the big anarchy symbol on his cape. Yep. That'll teach him to wear that big ass cape.
I love it. That's like an excellent way to end an issue, to be honest, though.
Oh yeah.
I liked it a lot.
So you enjoyed this arc?
Oh yeah. I actually wish they would I think they should bring Anarky back for Punchline, to be honest, because we are doing that whole Harper and her brother, Leslie Tompkins, which, by the way, Sliding Time has been very kind to Leslie Tompkins. She's just now getting her little gray streaks back, as I noticed.
Oh yeah, they're Aunt Maying her
all the way. And it's interesting. Like I said, I like the philosophy that they're trying to pick apart, and I think that Anarky would be an excellent addition to whatever they're trying.
Definitely. Yeah, that was him and Punchline. Like, you think you got Anarky?
If Punchline needs a sidekick, I'm just saying. The sidekick to the sidekick. I'm just saying.
Oh, good lord!
I'll have to write the fanfic if they don't do it. It'll be.
Oh no, or she's like a villain groupie, so she goes from the Joker to Anarky,
and then she finds out he's just a kid, younger than her even.
Jailmate.
And then she's really going to jail.
It'd be like when they couldn't nail Capone on anything but taxes. Oh yeah, we can't get you for all the terroristic acts, but we got you for
statutory. Lock her up, boys.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but no, I think this was an excellent pick, Phil. I think we're really picking stories that are overlooked, and I like that about the Batman podcast.
That's right. And again, no Ray feedback this time. Hopefully, I'm very curious to see what he thinks of Anarky. So probably next episode we'll play his feedback, because he's gonna wake up and be like, "Oh, it didn't go through." Because yes, the other side of the world, it is night. Into the night.
Wait a minute. We are the night.
Either one works. God. But yeah.
So I'll give this a solid B+.
I think I gotta agree with you there.
I feel like they could have constructed the panels a little bit better to frame the anarchy. But other than that, I just felt like the flow was just a little bit off, and like the red herring was a little too obvious.
Yeah, but do you want everything like nice and neatly centered? Because one, it's anarchy, and two,
well, no, I know, but even like the way, I don't know, it was just like the flow of the panels into one another, and the kind of like weird choices they made with the dialogue boxes at times. Just a nitpick, nothing big, nothing major.
And maybe just like kind of give you subtly that like something's off vibe, It's like, the kid.
It's like, well, we know it's not the dad, and you showed us the kid. Thanks, guy. Thanks, my guy. No suspense there. Like, even when the first time reading this, I knew. I was like, that's not the dad. Come on.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you made a big deal about this kid being really smart.
Hey, it's for Anvil on your head. Not anarchy.
How's this guy committing crimes if he's sitting in his insurance office all day? Anarchy isn't a office job.
Anarchy isn't an old man's game at all. It's really not.
Exactly.
Revolution is for the young. So Gen Z, do your thing. Burn it all to the ground. You have my permission.
And two, the clues were there. I mean, you think this old man knew who Johnny Vomit was?
Exactly. Well, I don't know. Punk is an old man's game at this point now. I haven't heard a new good punk band in years, like a decade or more.
Well, again, this was 89 too, so.
Heart of the punk revolution. So mid-30s. So yeah, he was a little too old. Just by a little. Unless he was like Charlie. Young and hard.
Calling out Charlie, yes, sir.
Nobody tell Charlie. He won't listen to this. This is Batman. We're not talking about eating orphans. He's not going to listen.
We're doing me now?
I thought this would be an excellent issue to have Charlie critique.
That's true. I should tell him that. Well, he'll be like, oh, yeah, I don't have those issues, but he I should tell him.
Does that ever stop me from telling him to read something?
I know. Well, he should at least listen to this episode and send us feedback. All right.
Yeah, I think this was a great episode. So I think it's time to let them know what we're doing for the last couple of episodes of the year.
Yes, we're back on. We're on track because yes, we only have 2 more episodes this year for We Are the Night, the Batman podcast. So yes, next time it's going to be the next detective run, and Lilith Hellfire just disappeared. Detective Comics 610 through 611. It's a nice Penguin story. I think everyone will enjoy that. And then, oh, there she is. Don't keep the button so close to yourself, see? But yeah, I was just saying the next episode is Detective 610 and 611. It's a quirky little Penguin story. It's fun.
Oh, to the Penguin.
That's right. Snow and ice. And then for the last episode of the year, we're going to be covering Batman 450 and 451 featuring the Joker makes his triumphant return after the events of Death in the Family, which we'll get to next year. All right. So, yes, send your thoughts on. And again, that's every other week because the other weeks we'll be finishing up our Superman run in Adventures of Superman 525 and Superman The Wedding Album. So, send your thoughts on all of that and make sure the email goes through. Send your thoughts, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Good luck finding We Are the Night on Facebook, but right now look for it under Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Batman podcast.
The Batman podcast.
The Batman podcast. Yes, we are the Night on Twitter. I think it's one of the handles like We Are Night or something. You can find it. Link. There's links. Just follow the links. Links to this YouTube. Go subscribe to the channel. Links to Patreon. Links to merch. All in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio. If you'd like to hear your Johnny Vomit in crystal clear HD, then get yourself some Tweaked Audio headphones. Or be like the Batman and hunt a killer.
Michelle Gray needs your help, guys. You need to stay home. So what better way than to have your very own escape room in a box?
Sorry, I distracted her from her Amazon shopping. Yes, use the code Southgate for both.
Yes, I am tracking my package. I'm sorry.
Oh, I
There you
hope
go.
that's
You're
a clear
welcome.
drop. I hope that's a clear drop. But yes, use the code Southgate for Tweaked Audio and Hunt Killer for a nice discount. And then go pick up Pod Life, the book, Volume 1, now in digital and paperback, audio version coming soon, and Volume 2 coming soon. Learn all about podcasting from some of the masters and Rob Southgate. And you can get that on Amazon. And when you get that and do all your holiday shopping, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Doesn't affect you at all, but helps us support this show, the Southgate Media Group Network, and that masked man of mayhem himself, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain. So says Master Doom. Come on, Phil, say Gotham. Please kick me in the pants. Mark my words.
Lilith Hellfire.
If you nerds want to hang out with me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter @Lilith Hellfire. And if you're a cool kid or a hip grandparent and you're on Instagram, find me @Lilith Hellfire86 for the boring life updates, smoothies and puppies. What could be better? And for the memes and comic books @Lilith Hellfire69. And of course, also @Lilith Hellfire69 over on TikTok. I'm 12 when you need me to be 12. Tapping my way downtown. Poor Matt Murdock.
Oh, Anarky carried a cane.
a taser cane.
You know what happened? You know what you say when someone comes at you with a taser, right, kids?
Don't tase me, bro. Not in the face. Yeah, seriously, not in the face. Not cool. And on that note.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Again, come back next time for Detective Comics 610 through 611. And finishing up the year with Batman 450, 451. One Joker, two Jokers.
2 Jokers is enough.
Oh. But yes, thank you for joining us once again for We Are the Night,
The
Batman podcast. Suck it, Moon Knight.
Suck it, Moon Knight nerds.
That's right. Best case hero, best rogues gallery. Come on.
Most interesting rogues gallery. I wouldn't necessarily say the best. I actually like Fantastic Four's rogues gallery.
Sure. But until next time, same bad channel. We Are the Night, the
The Batman podcast.